Hey y'all, it's Perkyy back at it again with another conspiracy theory TikToks that will make you question reality, reshape your reality, reprogram. Whatever the title is, that's what we're doing. Y'all just hit the like button for the Matrix background because this thing popping. I don't care what nobody said. This thing right here, this is what we in. The first shout out of the day goes to DeAndre.
The effects of these drugs. Do you know what Adderall is? Do you know Ritalin? Do you know now that Ritalin is a street drug?
Aren't there examples, and might not Brooke Shields be an example of someone who benefited from one of those drugs?
All it does is mask the problem. And if you understand the history of it, it masks the problem. That's all it does. You're not getting to the reason why. There's ways of vitamins and through exercise and various things. I'm not saying that that isn't real. I'm saying that drugs aren't the answer. That these drugs are very dangerous. They're mind-altering, antipsychotic drugs.
And they say, well, what about Robin Williams? He was famous, he killed himself. I guarantee he'd still be alive. But instead, they start giving him mind-altering drugs, antidepressants. They f with his brain chemistry. They tell him to sit down and for 10 years, every day, go through every bad thing that's ever happened to you. So you cry your eyes out. And the whole time, they're telling him you're never gonna get better. You're never gonna get better. Depression's got you now. There's nothing you can do. It's in your brain. Like, come on, man.
We are already starting off today's video strong. Y'all know the quote I'm about to bring up. Matter of fact, just say it with me. Y'all ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. A cured patient is a lost customer. They're never going to get to the root, because the thing is, if they get to the root, then they have lost you as a customer. What's the point of curing you when you're not going to come back? That is money lost. That is money out of their pockets. So they're going to put you onto these things, these antidepressants, all this stuff that's going to mess with your brain, and then have you, like how he just said, in the state of Robin Williams, which is very sad, by the way. Medicine is never going to hit the root. Medicine is always going to hit a surface level. It's always and forever going to be a mask. Shout out to Angelo. Kevin Hart died in 2019, replaced by a clone.
Kevin Hart may have been killed in 2019 and been replaced with a clone.
Wait, what, bro?
The story goes that in 2019, he got in a car wreck when he was in the car
I
with
remember
two friends.
this.
He had this nice muscle car, and it flipped over, and the top half was crunched.
He said, "It's a resurrection. That's the best way for me to put it. I feel like the other version of myself died in that moment. And this new version was born to understand and do better."
And then there's this interview where he literally says that he's a clone.
How do you do it?
I have a clone.
I was gonna say that. There's two of you.
Cat's out the bag. Okay? It's about a good 3 of me. We broke it. They didn't want to release it yet. This is major news that I'm giving you.
All right.
I'm the first person to ever use it. I'm cloned. I'm cloned. I'm cloned.
Now, this is all a conspiracy theory.
I mean, if you just listen to his stand-up comedy routines throughout the years, like, they're a lot different than they used to be.
He has very nice hair. I always like to give credit where it's due. He's joking, but that's why I try not to joke a lot anymore, because when you really think about it, it's really truth in the jokes. I'm not joking about that. That's like me going on here and saying, oh yeah, you guys, actually I probably shouldn't say it because I don't want nobody to clip it, because somebody can clip it and make this into a whole controversy topic. But that's like me saying what he just said and I'm laughing about it. It's just certain things that you just don't joke about. Just don't joke, period. Joke, but just know it's truth in the jokes. Y'all know words is powerful. Just real quick, it's not a video. DeAndre posted this. If you see here, he's on a time, I know it's cut off, it's just the way my video set up, but he is on a Time magazine, right? This is, I guess, the Pope. I don't really know the people like that, but he looks, I'm the Pope. Yeah, the people's Pope. And if you take off the T, the I, and the E, right, from Time, he has the devil horns. This is just, it's not a coincidence, y'all. I just want you guys to understand it's not a coincidence why they do what they do, because they could have moved him over.
There's a book that was written by these 2 white gentlemen called Without Sanctuary. If you ever get a chance to read it, it is one of the most profoundly disturbing books I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I probably can't read it.
It's a pictorial history of lynchings and what they used to call barbecues. I'm talking about children, women, male adults lynched. And then they used to put us alive on spits with a fire beneath it and turn us and roast us until we dehydrated.
Why?
And they pick up pieces of the bodies, and hundreds of whites will be standing and taking pictures with a body piece in their hand. They have the pictures, they show the pictures in the book. And they say, just get over that? You don't get over that. You have to move on. You have to live your life. You have to grow. You have to accomplish. You cannot use excuses, but that is in spite of your history. Get over it. See, people who say those, so I'm not sure that Mr. West days, or I forgot which album it was from, but he had this lyric that stuck in my head to this day. And he says, "Oh, my people, for that dollar, how low we'll stoop. When you riding in your Benz,
you still
a in the coupe."
I know I had to go in. I'm talking to my future self that's gonna go in and edit this video, because yeah, those pictures were graphic. If you want to see the pictures of what's in the book, well, get the book. Well, you don't have to, but the book for sure. But if you want to see the pictures that they put, go into the Discord and DeAndre posted. You gotta scroll up. I know I had to blur it out for YouTube purposes. They didn't even warn me. I didn't know I was gonna be looking at that. Shout out Orlandis.
All the media in this country, radio, television, and print, is all owned by 5 corporations. All of these corporations that own the media are owned and controlled, and members of the Council on Foreign Relations sit on their board of directors. And all journalists know that there's some things you don't write about and you don't talk about because you'll lose your job. And that's where the control is. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this?
And why is that?
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive, and when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. But let me tell you something. When 150 of the most powerful men and women in the world can meet in secret in Baden-Baden, Germany, and plot the fate of billions, and nobody even cares about it, but 6 football players go to lunch together, and it's in the headlines across the country, you have a reflection of the society in which that exists. And it is a sick, sick society that is doomed to self-destruction.
People should not be afraid of the government. The government should be afraid of their people. This video has so much. I want to expound on everything that man said, but the circus thing that he talked about, there is nothing new under the sun, because that is so true. You throw them out to the circus and you make them basically, they're your entertainment. If you think about it, think about the arena with the football field, the baseball field. Oh my gosh, arena. You're paying them this money for them to be your puppet. Because if you pay them all this money and they have all this income coming in, this is how you're going to keep them like this. This is how you're going to keep them blinded. You're going to keep them to a point where they're not ever going to look into the truth. That man said a lot in a little bit of time that we were giving in this video. Nothing new under the sun. You have to think about it. I want you guys to picture how the basketball arena looks. The football arena, look. Baseball. And the thing is, I've heard this. I know this. Seen it. I talked about it. But the way he brought it out, that's why I'm like, you guys can never know too much. The way he brought it out, beautiful. Because he expounded on it. He may have said a word different and it just changed the whole paradigm. Because I've known about this, but the way he spoke, the way he may have added an extra word, it just made me look at those arenas and the players and the companies that they're all ran under differently. Like, it's like I can see. Lovey sent this one over. They're talking about music being played backwards. Stairway to Heaven backwards is evil, because it's Stairway to Heaven. You think, oh, positive, okay, cool, heaven, yay. Play it backwards though, it's a whole different message.
This is crazy, bro. The song Stairway to Heaven, if you play it backwards, it is the most demonic thing you'll probably ever hear. I'm just gonna play it for you.
Okay, okay.
This is it backwards. Like... Like...
When people said stuff like that, it was just because those were older parents back in the 80s or whenever these songs came out, and they were like, it's the devil music, you can't listen to it. So they're just like making up stuff like that. I've never actually heard that before. That blows my mind.
There's no way that by accident on a song called Stairway to Heaven, you're spewing the most satanic things backwards. And then if you read the lyrics, a lot of the song doesn't make any sense forward.
They never do.
It seems as if they like figured out what words backwards sounded like what in order to like
make it happen.
Yeah.
I would love to expound, but he already said what I would say. When songs don't make sense, you're like, how is this popping? How did this blow? You're saying nothing. I don't advise for anybody to play the songs backwards, but what I'm trying to say is that the songs are stupid, regular, because it's a whole message in itself backwards. Again, this is what's being played in the subconscious. This is what this is doing in the subconscious. The subconscious is very powerful. Be careful. One day conviction will happen where you're like, yeah, because I can't force anybody to stop. The only thing is I can give you information. I can plant seeds. It's not up to me to water that seed and to let it grow. I can only plant a seed for you. You and Yahuwah and Yahusha have to do that work. But I said all that to say, people be thinking, they ain't saying nothing in this song. It's bopping. It's popping. It's TikTok. It's doing something to your subconscious. You may think that something so light and delicate is not doing anything, but really it's messing you up. Ephesians 6:12, y'all. Love today's videos. Love and appreciate everyone that sat here and sent the video over. I really do. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I was not playing when I said I have videos lined up for months. We've been dropping 18 to 20-minute videos because you guys have been dropping that much content. Like, I'm trying to get to the bottom of the list, but I can't because every time we add one of these videos, we have new people, which I'm grateful for, by the way. We have new people coming to the channel. They add Discord and then they drop their gems. They drop their wisdom. They drop the videos that they have found onto our Discord, and then it's just a never-ending cycle. That's crazy, huh? That's deep. That's deep. But shout out to everyone that sent over these videos. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that watched. I really do appreciate you guys. If you hit the like button, I appreciate everyone. I truly do. But that is the end of this video. I do have to give all honor, all esteem, all glory to my Lord Yahuwah, my Adonai Yahushua Mashiach, for blessing me with everything as a whole. At the end of the day, I'm just a vessel that they're working in and through. So I got to give credit and honor where it's due. Y'all enjoy the Matrix background though. I really do mess with this. This a vibe, y'all. It's a vibe. And nobody on YouTube have this, right? Yahuwah moving. That's how we know Yahuwah moving. But that's it, y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. I'll see y'all on the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell